Hello everyone, Shintobean here playing some more Warhammer Combat Cards Campaign Mode. The campaign for this week is the Fall of Cadia, where we are playing as Chaos against Servants of the Emperor. Specifically, Nurgle forces are being utilized here. And it is a couple days in, I'm at level 24 in the campaign. I'm in a pretty good position. For the first 20 or so matches I had an all Nurgle composition here. I swapped one out so that I could make room for this guy who I wanted to use. His ranged comes in handy against the Servants of the Emperor. The strongest card in this deck, of course, is my level 4 Great Unclean One. One of the few legendaries I have at this level. He is exceedingly powerful and has a whole lot of regeneration and a lot of damage. So hopefully I can get him out onto the battlefield early on. Just really quickly, let's look at the mission rewards here for this week. More Nurgle units. We get another cheap Poxwalker. And this guy I was really excited for. This is one of my favorite Chaos models, just the way that it looks. And it would be really nice to put it into my ranged Chaos deck. So hopefully we'll be able to unlock more of those here. So let's go ahead and get this first battle here started. I do rather enjoy playing as the Nurgle faction. They have a lot of options. Their units tend to be high health, they have a lot of regeneration, very tough, difficult to kill, and they have a lot of melee damage, a little bit of psychic, but hardly any ranged. They do get to deploy the Great Unclean One at the very beginning, which is good. And let's take a look at this guy, level 4. That guy's pretty strong, so I think I will be wanting my Greater Demon up against him. I have the initiative, so I get to go first. We're up against the Canoness Viridian, level 5. She's one of the strongest warlords here, so this could prove to be a very tough battle. I'm going to put this guy down here. This is the one non-Nurgle unit in this deck, but he's wearing what looks like a gas mask, so yeah. Okay, there's a Dune Crawler. It's only level 1. That's not too bad. So I'm going to start off swinging with some melee here. Their Custodes dude on the left here. This guy is quite strong. Many units would struggle against him, but my Great Unclean One is able to regenerate 9 health every single turn, making him very difficult to kill. And I think we're going to put down this guy here. This guy I don't really use in ranked mode much, but his ranged attack is a little useful, I think, against Servants of the Emperor. Most Nurgle units have no ranged at all, which is their one big weakness here. The Imperium has plenty of ranged units. Alright, so they did deploy a lot of very powerful units here at the beginning, which is somewhat troubling. Surgeon right there, but oh well. I'm gonna go melee. Actually, I think I'm gonna go psychic here. Take out the dude on the left, and of course, Canoness Viridian allows one of her units to counterattack with melee every time one of her units dies. It's a very painful ability. Luckily, they don't have any really strong melee cards on the field right now. But we'll see what they bring out. They still have 4 more bodyguards. And yep, let's just keep going melee. Plenty of melee damage here. It's going pretty well so far, this match. And I do have a few bodyguards left. However, most of my bodyguards are just fodder. So hopefully these guys on the field here will be able to deal a whole lot of damage before going down. The Great Unclean One very rarely actually dies, ever. even if you deploy him first, he's one of the few units that can survive almost anything. And usually he'll be alive even when your warlord dies. But we just wiped out their front line. Let's see what they deploy now. Okay, got a Castellan robot. This one's a pretty strong Warglaive and the Valkyrie. This is a legendary, very powerful ranged card. 81 range damage. Now this one might actually give my unclean one a run for its money. But these are the last remaining cards they have, bodyguards they have before their warlord will deploy. Now Valkyrie is very powerful but has no melee attack, which is good news for me. It is a major weakness, actually. Let's see. I think I will deploy this guy. Well, that might have not been very smart, because the Valkyrie has enough firepower to actually take it down in one shot. Yeah, that wasn't a very smart move there. Okay, and I only have 2 bodyguards remaining. Where do I want to put them? We'll just put Typhus here on the right. And this Poxwalker on the left up against the Valkyrie. This will be a pretty close match, I think. I'd rather have the Valkyrie alive than like that Warglaive in the middle, because that has a massive melee attack, and if it gets to counterattack through Canoness's special rule, that would be exceedingly painful. Looks like, okay, my Warlord will deploy here, and he is at level 7. He's strong enough to take out that Warglaive, I believe. Yeah, this is actually looking pretty good for me. Okay, here we go. 49 damage, barely enough. Of course, he regenerates all of my units here. And the Valkyrie got the bonus attack. Looks like it'll get the bonus attack twice. Maybe? Fortunately, with 0 melee, it does 0 damage there. Okay, this actually worked out really nicely for me. They still have that Valkyrie, though, doing tons of damage. But with my next melee, I will be able to take out the Valkyrie. Don't ask how that Greater Demon is able to reach that aircraft, but he just does. And this battle went perfectly. Could not have asked for a better battle here. And I do prefer playing against the Canoness to the other dude, Magos Dominus, the Adeptus Mechanicus Warlord. With his repairing and regenerating, it makes the battles pretty drawn out and quite difficult to win, actually. Especially because they have such massive cards. So this is the campaign for this week. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Yeah, playing as Chaos for the first time in a while. It's a lot of fun. And looks like coming up next week will actually be the 1-year anniversary of this game. So there'll be a pretty major event, which I'm very much looking forward to. Excited to see what they will have for that. I heard, sounds like they might have multiple campaigns in a week, so that'll be interesting. So, yep, that is the campaign for this week. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day. We'll see you next time.